Welcome, everyone. I'm Lisa D'Amico. I'm the curator of Childhood Unmuted, hosted by the Cultural Alliance of Western Connecticut. And I have the great honor today of speaking to Theresa Polley Shellcroft, who has a wonderful piece in the exhibit called Zena Draws. And as a curator, when your piece came up and I was looking at it, I in my writings about this exhibit, I talk about that I really felt like it deals with the snapshots of our childhood memories.
Right.
And your piece in the exhibit is almost the definition. It's almost as though you're reading my mind. So I would love to know the inspiration behind this.
What can I say? Zena is now 7. Since the age of 4, she has said, I'm an artist. I'm an artist. So we are always doing art together. And in this particular day, she was drawing and I just snapped her picture, one of many. But when the exhibit came up and I was going through my images, because I have a watercolor I did of her, and then I have another watercolor that we collaged together, but they were outside of the date, so I didn't submit those. And then this picture it says everything to me about Zena, her concentration, her love of art, and she just picks up and just draws. We were sitting together one day, I think it may have been the same time I took this picture, and I was reading a book, and she's drawing in the back of my book, which I used to do to my mother's books. And she said to me, "What is astrophysics?" So that's how her mind works. And because of her at age 4 saying I'm an artist, then I reflected back on my own childhood at age 4. I said, I'm an artist,
Yes, Zena Draws, it does. It triggers, I think, every viewer's childhood moment where whatever their laser focus was on, whatever they focused on as a child, whether it was baseball cards
right,
or as Zen is doing drawing and doing art, I think we all experienced something in childhood that really captured our attention.
right.
And for many of us still does.
Yes.
I'm curious, how does Zena feel about being in an exhibit?
I don't know that she has seen this, because my son, her father, was in Ireland for 2 weeks. He just got back, and they took off the next day, yesterday, for Universal Studios. So I don't know that she's seen it, but I told her it was in it, and I showed her the picture that was in it. But we've done art shows together at our local museum. When we do a show, I say, can I enter the Zenas? And they say yes. So
that's wonderful. Theresa, I'm curious about you as an artist and your journey. So could you share with me and everyone listening, is it mainly photography? Is it a compilation of other mediums?
Yes. My main medium is drawing and quilting, sewing. When I was 8 years old, I learned to sew. And so I've been doing that all my life. I just learned quilting 40 years ago, and I do art quilts. I don't do bed quilts anymore. But the other medias, when I was in grad school, as a graduate teaching assistant, I had to monitor the photography class, photography, history, and film. So that's when I got interested in photography and in filmmaking. However, my films didn't get beyond 8mm, Super 8. But photography, I still do. When my son went off to college to study film, he said, why do I have to take photography? And I said, you'll see. So he did. He said, oh, I understand now. Yeah. So mainly painting, drawing, collage, assemblage, photography, maybe a little bit of film. Maybe.
Theresa, it's been so great to speak with you about your work. And thank you so much for honoring us by putting your piece in the exhibit. It completes the exhibit.
Thank you.
It does.
Thank you.
And
Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, I recommend everyone listening to see more of Theresa's work. Please see it in the exhibit Childhood Unmuted, but also just experience her work, really across the board, because it's a journey that you will remember always.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.